Hey guys, Mars Thinking here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to be taking one final look at the physical final form cooler before his EZA comes out in a couple of days. I've been looking forward to his EZA for a long time. He has been one of my favourite 120 leaders since that meta, and it's going to be very good to try him out with his EZA. So what I want to do is I'm going to do this run on the Goku family Infinite Dragon Ball history with this team, and then after he gets his EZA, for the first showcase video, I'm going to bring the same team into the same event, and then we can directly see like the numbers and stuff that he's getting. So all he gets in his passive is attack and defense 100%, and then he has a chance to launch an additional super attack. The attack and defense doesn't go up by a huge amount with his EZA, but then he does gain the ability to build up the stats as we go through. So he's starting off on this rotation, 142k defense. That's not that bad. Consider, of course, we do have Kid Buu on the rotation, so he's getting 50% extra buff, but he's got a lot of links active here on this setup. So we'll go ahead and see what sort of attack stat that he can hit here. Now, obviously, the attack stat is something that is going to build up over time after his EZA as well. So basically, we'll get to a certain setup here where we'll be able to see his best attack stat, and then it's essentially not going to get much better than that. So first turn with Kid Buu, 2.3. I mean, honestly, that's not terrible. 2.3 million and a 140k defense. See, again, Kid Buu is on rotation. Now, for current meta, like end game difficulty events, that's obviously starting to become not quite good enough, unfortunately. But it is actually still fairly impressive that he can put out those kind of numbers, because if you get lucky with the RNG, you can obviously get the double super in the one turn. So he definitely has potential, but he does actually link up really well with this Frieza, so I think let's float him off. I brought Garlic Jr. for the support, because of course if you've managed to pull that guy from the banner, he's useful on pretty much every team that he's on. Of course he gets super attacked. So his start of turn defense not the best, but he does heal you at the end of the turn if you took damage. So that, and the combination of a lot of units having metamorphosis on this team, we are going to be able to get a lot of health back very, very quickly. So now we have the other cooler. We won't transform him just yet, so we can keep him as a support unit, because also this rotation we are going to have every single link active for the physical cooler. So he's looking at 156k defense, so honestly that's not that bad. We do have type disadvantage here though, so I am going to put him in this slot, and we'll see how much damage he takes from Raditz. Obviously we're still fairly early into an event, so it's still probable that he won't take crazy amounts of damage outside of maybe a super attack. Let's see, we get 2 point for just under 2.5 on his attack stat. We get the additional this turn, get a crit, nice, and we get additional normal attack, okay. And we get the additional super, nice. So 2 point, that's the best RNG turn in terms of the number of attacks. So his passive was just the additional normal attack, and then of course the hidden potential kicked in, and we got the additional super attack. But obviously the same attack stat for both. Obviously pre-EZA and post-EZA, Cooler does not actually have a super attack effect like raising his attack or defense or anything like that. So his extra attack is going to come from his passive, where he builds up with each attack that he performs. So obviously you want to get those good RNG turns with those additionals, so that you can go ahead and build that up quickly, because he does get it's an 8% buff with each attack, and that's for attack and defense. It goes up to 80%, so he needs to attack 10 times. So even if you get like the godly RNG and he's attacking 3 times every turn, you're still not going to see him fully built up until a little bit later on in an event. So he definitely is designed more for the shorter events, but just the little bit of a buff that he gets in his abilities from the EZA, like the extra bump in defense at start of turn, as well as of course having EZA stats, he's still gonna be overall better for things like Super Battle Road, and I'm really looking forward to running this guy on a bunch of different teams, because Physical Cooler was always one of my favourite 120 leaders. You guys let me know down below in the comments section which of those 120 leads were your favourite, maybe just your favourite Super and your favourite Extreme, if you don't just have the one. Because as much as I do love Super 17, and he was good in that meta. There's no denying that Cooler was probably the best out of the lot, and he was the EZA that people were looking forward to for a long time. So definitely really excited for this one. And then for Global, that just leaves the Physical Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku left to go. And then who knows, hopefully soon we'll be moving into the STR Rose and Tech Vegito Blue getting their EZAs, and that'll be super good. So yeah, he shares every link except for Shocking Speed with the Tech Frieza. So this rotation I feel like is going to become incredibly powerful for longer events, because Frieza, of course, with his EZA is now a crazy good unit, and very good in those longer events because you can actually build up to seeing him get to the golden form. So him and Cooler together are going to be very strong on all the teams that they're on together. It's a shame that Cooler isn't on Sworn Enemies, because the massive boost that those Frieza units in that category get from having that third form Frieza around is pretty crazy. So, but you know, we got new units like Garlic Jr. to have here for that 40% support for all extreme types. So he fits perfectly into any team that you can run him on. We'll leave the Coolers like this so we can get their full link set active. Gohan's going to have a bad time here. The double STR Cooler rotation with guaranteed crits from the STR one here. I mean, in terms of offense, especially starting out, because obviously Cooler can transform early against most of the game, like Pure or Hybrid Saiyan, you transform on turn 3. So definitely early on, even after the EZA, Physical Cooler won't be putting out the same kind of attack stats as the transformed STR Cooler. But I'm very interested to see, once we do this next showcase after the EZA, once Physical Cooler is built up, how he compares in stats to the STR one in terms of defense as well as the attack stats. Because STR Cooler is still a powerful unit, especially because some of the harder content, like you are fighting a Pure Saiyan enemy in all of, like, you know, the Legendary Goku event, both versions, and the Vegeta event that will be coming to Global. You're always fighting a Pure Saiyan, so he definitely hasn't ever had a problem with damage output, especially with those guaranteed crits, infinite stacking on every super attack. But in those harder events, his defense definitely starts to become a liability a little bit later on. So I really want to see, once he's fully built up, just how good this Physical Cooler is going to be for defense. So Kid Buu on rotation. We've got him linked up with the Tech Frieza now, so he's got pretty much all of his links active here. Do we break the 2.5 now? So 2.49 is the highest attack stat that we can get for him on this team pre-EZA. So, and then yeah, any additional supers. Now obviously if his passive wasn't fully built up yet, once he's got his EZA, every time you're getting an additional super, you're going to see that attack stat going up. So I'm definitely very interested to try this same run out again with the post-EZA Cooler, because he kind of reminds me of the Super Saiyan 4s, where like on paper his EZA doesn't seem like anything too crazy. They just bumped his base stats and then they gave him a build-up like mechanic. We don't even need to hit these, he's got barely any health left. So on paper, his design for his EZA is not exactly super exciting, but then of course, as we saw with the Super Saiyan 4s, once we actually got them into an event on a proper team, and you see the numbers that they start putting out, they're obviously fantastic units, regardless of how quote-unquote interesting they may be. So here you get every link active. Yes, you're only missing Metamorphosis, which I believe at level 10. Is it still just a healing link? Because we can put him in slot 1 and see his defense here. Oh, you do get attack and defense 10%, so his defense is what, 152, and then if we put him in the middle, 163. So I mean, his defense is still pretty good. We'll go ahead and put him in the first slot anyway. I just want to see if he is still tanking for double digits, because we're getting to the end of the Goku family stage, but obviously Pan is not the strongest of the enemies that you fight or anything. So yeah, he tanks the normal attacks for double digits, which is fine. And we get that just under 2.5 million attack stat. So yeah, he only misses out, what, the 2.46 instead of 2.43 by not having the full links. So still an alright attack stat, but obviously nowadays with the numbers that we see from Dokkan Fests and some of the craziest EZAs that we've had so far, just under 2.5 million doesn't quite cut it anymore in the current meta. So definitely going to be interested to see what he puts out after his EZA. So I think we can end it off there because, as I said, like the way his passive works pre-EZA, the numbers are not actually going to get any bigger. So we have essentially seen everything that we can see from physical final form cooler in this run. So, like I said, let me know down below who is your favourite 120 leader. Let me know if you are excited to run cooler and what teams you will be using him on. Obviously, we're going to jump into like the GT Legendary Goku event and see how he does there, because I'm very much looking forward to seeing that. So let me know all of that down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.